In this episode of Top Tier Fabrication, we're going to be making some modifications to a rock buggy. Woo!
Uh-oh. Now we got an issue.
Oh, man. All right, so what's going to happen if we disconnect these shocks because it doesn't have any leaf springs or coil springs? These shocks support the weight of the rig, so it's going to have to be supported by the lift to take those off. So
They're going to shoot up immediately. You need to take the nitrogen out of them first.
All right, so we need to...
Yeah, take the nitrogen out of the shocks.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, obviously, you can just leave it on the lift, take the nitrogen out of the shocks, and then we can unbolt them and pull them out.
Okay.
So you're cutting these, aren't you?
Yep, we're gonna cut those off and move them inboard. What size is this? Can you tell by 2.0?
Yeah.
How do you know that?
Just by looking at it. Yeah. So that's your shock diameter.
Okay.
A shaft diameter.
Mm-hmm.
2.5s are like, and with as light as this thing is, 2.0s are
More than sufficient.
Yeah.
Friction ring's not very good.
I see that.
Kinda smart of me would be to measure the distance between tube and hole center real quick. Or 7/8, just for the record, from the bottom of the hole to the tube. Wow, that thing was under some tension.
You guys have the goggles or glasses in here? Yep. Appreciate it. Oh, dang, look at these things.
Come on, God.
I'm playing no games.
Shoot, look at this. So right now we are repositioning the shock mount because where they were previously, whenever you would go full bump either side the tire, it would contact the shock.
I was going to let you struggle a little bit.
Appreciate it. Nice. Okay. Alrighty. So would you change your bump stop?
You're going to have to change the bump stop.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll have to change the bump stop because this being lower means it's going to bump out earlier.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll bump this out before you hit your bump pad.
Okay,
So,
got it.
I also like that we're wearing the same glasses now. You look good, you look good.
That's right.
So yeah, we'll have to cut the bumps too. But I mean, if it was me, I would go ahead and cut your bump.
Mm-hmm.
I mean your mounts,
Yep.
and then we'll bump it out and see what it looks like.
Now what I need to measure is distance, because this part of the shock's never going to come closer to the frame. So what's our distance from bolt center to the tube location?
It's right at 1.25 inches.
Okay.
Or actually, no, 1 inch from top of the tube to
Bolt center.
to the center of this bolt right on that corner.
And what's the diameter of that tube?
1.75 inches.
Okay. All right. So to the laser.
To the laser.
All right. Let's see what we got here.
Got shock oil in my mouth.
That's what I'm talking about. Brother. Ooh.
You guys are just up here playing around all day, huh?
It's true. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try to make it straight not straight up and down, but I'm gonna make it straight with
Like center line of the bend.
well, no, not that. Where the shock tab and the shock body are parallel.
I got you.
So then there's an equal amount of flex either direction.
Yep.
Give that thing a little tic tac and see how she looks. Have a look-see, Mr. Rock Crawler Man.
Perfect.
Yay?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I'd burn that right in. Uh-oh. Now we got an issue.
Oh, man.
We're gonna have to kick them out just a little bit.
Yep. What if the bolt went in that way?
Might.
Maybe. Still have to break the tab there. Okay. You know what I think I'm gonna really enjoy about rock crawlers?
So they don't have to be nice, you just beat up.
It doesn't, if you scratch it, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter at all. You don't have to do 3 weeks worth of body work to be like, oh, it looks perfect again. That's my favorite part about them, period.
I was thinking about it a second ago and I was like, there's no way I would have just thrown my hood on top of that other car.
No.
Oh man, I love this world.
I consistently dance on the hood of mine. Doesn't bother me at all. I collect Toyota hoods for that exact reason.
Before it was like straight 90 degrees. What we could do is just bring it out far enough.
Kick it out just enough. Throw a tack here and a tack there, front and back, and then bump it out. And lift this up.
Yeah, and then
Put
set
something under it, then set it back. Yep, all good. But now the other issue is that side's not drooped all the way out, so this tire still has more. So the farther that side droops, the farther this thing kicks up. So now we need to take this up a little farther, and I just put a taller jack under it.
Yeah, about right there.
Yeah, I mean, the shock's not going to travel out past that. Because this one's not hooked up. So, but I mean, it's not going to travel past that. Suspension's got it stopped. Yep, still no rub on this side.
No rub?
Nope. So I just kick a degree finder on that thing and copy it to the other side.
And then we need to extend our bump.
Yeah, you're going to have to redo bump stops now. We'll just sit jack stands under it and run it all the way up.
Oh, okay, I see. Yep, bring both of the shocks.
Yep, so that way, yeah, just showing, like mine's set up with between 1/4 and 1/2 inch of shaft showing on bump. Because, I mean, those bump stops are going to move. They're rubber bumps.
Yeah.
So they're going to move a little bit.
Okay. 21.5 degrees. 27.61. It's fine. 0.1 of a degree off. Ain't gonna matter. That looks nice. Take them things off. Weld them. Done.
To be honest, it looks like the bumps never worked.
Yeah.
Because there's no paint wear on the bump pads.
Yep, you're right. I see that.
So we're fixing a problem you didn't know existed.
All right, there's that dude. These spacers kind of suck.
I'm gonna send you a couple pieces of DOM, a little drop of.
A little drop of DOM.
Yeah,
that'd be
so you
freaking.
make a fresh set of spacers with. Trying not to touch these because they're blistering hot. And it drew the tabs up, so it's a wee bit tight.
Okay, choice.
Pick something to slide in here to line everything up. Flathead screwdriver will work.
What you were looking for, my friend, is a awl.
All.
An awl. That is an awl that I ground, and also has a little bit of weld splatter on it.
Give her a little motivation.
That's all I'm saying. Bingo. Okay.
They make grade 8 hardware for a reason.
That's right.
So let's bump it out and see what it does.
Okay. All right, we need to go up, set both jack stands underneath it.
How much shock shaft to show? Shoot for like 3/8 to a 1/2 inch. This is top tier fabrication. How do we not have a turboed impact gun yet?
Let's see what size we got. Okay.
So where's this bump stop you guys are talking about?
So we got the bump here. We're gonna pull this shock back off. If you look at it, you've only got about a 1/2 inch of travel left here, if that, maybe a 1/4. And bump's not touching. So now if you come down really hard, you're gonna bottom out the shock first, which is not great for the shock. So we'll cut this back out, make some fresh tabs, and set it on bump. So that way this is hitting before that bottoms out, keep you from replacing shocks or having to rebuild them all the time.
Ouch. Whoever freaking put these zip ties on is a cock.
Oh yeah,
Man.
I cut all my zip ties crooked just to keep people from touching my stuff.
All right. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and draw us up a tab real quick.
I was gonna say, you want me to start cutting these off while you go do that? Now, which way do you go? That's the real choice. Do you stay here and film me, or do you go film him?
I got 2 cameras.
Damn it.
What are we doing?
I'm gonna replicate these tabs so that we can weld that to a piece of 1 3/4. But the difference is instead of just having a rectangle here in the middle, I'm gonna put a bulb, a 2-inch bulb, so that that keys on, you can perimeter weld that 1 3/4. You know, do I think it's necessary? No. Do I think it's higher quality and better attention to detail? Yes. That's what we're about doing. So, you know, not saying that what the last guys did was wrong, but I'm gonna do a better job. You know, that's not being arrogant. That's just being better at what you do, just 1% every day. All right, so we ran out of wire on the Lincoln tonight. So all that's left on the front shock relocation and bump stop extension is just finish welding this bump stop mount around, bolt the bump stops on, and that part of the project's done. On to the next. All right, Dan.